Libra, my dear, this is not a casual video. This is a divine message wrapped in timing, alignment, and truth. Today, I'm going to show you something the cards made clear the moment I sat down. There are two people in your energy right now. One is coming to deliver a blessing of wealth into your life, and the other is unknowingly or intentionally standing in the way of it. That's not a metaphor. That's the core truth behind today's reading. And LIBRA, if you found this video, I need you to know something from the start. It's not an accident. You've landed here because your soul is ready to hear what your logical mind may still be wrestling with. You're here because you're standing at a spiritual crossroad, and the decision you make next could shift your destiny in powerful, irreversible ways. When I opened your cards today, I didn't see the traditional Libra symbol of the scales. Instead, I saw two diverging paths, one flooded with light, with gold and abundance pouring like rainfall, and the other cloaked in hesitation, rooted in confusion and spiritual delay. One of those people is you, or the version of you that has already chosen. The other? That energy could be a past lover, a family member, or even an older version of yourself. Someone whose fear, pride, or emotional paralysis is trying to keep you from stepping into what is already yours. So I ask you now, which one are you becoming? The one who opens their hands and receives? Or the one who watches blessings drift by from the sidelines? Let's take a breath together right now. I invite you to settle in. His isn't something to rush. This is your moment to listen, not just with your ears, but with your spirit. Because today's reading isn't about passive hope. It's about divine choice. It's about letting go of the old story you've been told or told yourself, and stepping into a reality where you know, feel, and act as someone who deserves what's coming. Libra, if your soul is tingling right now, if you feel that deep sense that this is for you, I want you to go to the comments right now and write, I choose to receive what is mine. I am open to the blessing. That is your spiritual agreement. That is how you say yes to what's been trying to reach you. And let me take just a moment to thank you from my heart for being here. Every like, every comment, every subscribe draws you deeper into the soul family we've created here at Zodiac Whisper Tarot. Your support is the light that keeps this sacred channel glowing, allowing us to bring these messages to hearts like yours all over the world. I promise you, Libra, what you're about to hear in this video has the power to change how you see yourself, your past, and what's possible in your future. Stay with me to the very last moment, because what the universe is about to reveal is not only rare. It's miraculous. Now, tell me honestly, what did your soul do to call this message into your life today? Sometimes the soul shows us an image long before the mind is ready to understand it. And when I laid the cards before me today, Libra, one image stood out so clearly it nearly vibrated with truth. Two figures, side by side yet walking in opposite directions. One, radiant, assured, moving forward with eyes open and arms extended, heading straight into the golden current of opportunity, blessings, and abundance. The other, a silhouette, trembling, locked in hesitation, wrapped tightly in layers of pride, regret, and fear. What struck me most wasn't the contrast but the invitation. Because these aren't just two people in your energetic field. These are two paths, and both are alive inside of you. One belongs to the version of you who trusts, who surrenders, who finally believes they are worthy of the wealth the universe has been trying to hand them for months, perhaps years. The other belongs to the part of you that's still afraid to choose, afraid to release the past, afraid to be seen succeeding. Astrologically, this moment is not random. Venus, your ruling planet, is entering a phase of deep alignment, softening emotional resistance, strengthening clarity in values, and urging you to return to your rightful throne. And with Jupiter forming a powerful trine, there's expansion in every direction: career, relationships, financial gain, spiritual confidence. This energy doesn't force you, it invites. It whispers to your higher self, are you ready to receive? The one walking into light isn't more special or more favored, it's simply the one who said yes. And let's speak plainly, Libra. Many of you are feeling this inner pull. You've worked hard. You've healed pieces of yourself most wouldn't dare look at. You've stood still in long nights of not knowing, not seeing results, not understanding why. And now, there is movement. But movement doesn't always feel like momentum, it sometimes feels like fear, like that hesitation before you leap. And this is where the other figure in the card comes in. The second presence, shaky, frozen, may look like a person from your past, a lover who couldn't choose you, a parent who spoke through fear, or a friend who only saw your old self. But energetically, it may just be a part of you, the version still haunted by, what if it doesn't work? The version who fears leaving others behind. The version addicted to certainty. This is not about judging that part. We all have it. But what you must understand, Libra, is that unmade decisions carry weight. In self-help and behavioral psychology, there's a truth that always surfaces. When you don't make a conscious choice, life chooses for you. And life doesn't always choose kindly, it chooses based on momentum, emotion, and energy. So indecision becomes its own decision. And it's rarely in your favor. Now I want to ask you something gently, from one soul to another. Which path are you nourishing more right now? The one who dreams and believes? Or the one who delays and doubts? What would happen if, for once, you gave your power entirely to the part of you that trusts? In moments like this, I'm reminded of something simple yet powerful I once heard. When you plant the seed of faith, you don't have to watch it grow every second, you just need to keep watering it. And this is where grace steps in. Not just spiritual grace, but the grace of your own discipline, your mindset, your daily choices. So today, as we walk further into this reading, allow yourself to feel both energies present. Recognize them. Honor the lessons they carry. But make no mistake, only one will define your next chapter. And that one, you must choose. Now take a deep breath, Libra. You're already further along than you think. There are moments in life when hesitation feels harmless, like pausing at a yellow light or taking one more breath before you speak. But Libra, what if I told you that right now, hesitation is not neutral? What if your delay is costing you something greater than you realize? The cards, the energy, even the patterns in your current field are whispering something urgent. Your indecision is not just a pause, it's a weight pulling you away from your path. Energetically, hesitation is a signal of disruption. When you hesitate too long, it begins to block your solar plexus, the third chakra, which governs willpower, personal authority, and confidence. Alongside it, your second chakra, the seat of creativity and desire, dims. These blockages don't just affect your thoughts, they drain your vitality, your clarity, and your ability to act. You begin to feel stuck, exhausted by your own inaction, haunted by the very possibilities you once prayed for. And here's the paradox: the opportunity you've been waiting for may already be at your door, but you haven't opened it, because a part of you still doesn't know if you deserve what's on the other side. Numerology has something to say about this, too. The number 2 carries the vibration of reflection, sensitivity, but also indecision. It's about partnerships, balance, but when out of alignment, it becomes about fear of commitment, fear of choosing. The number 8, on the other hand, is the energy of expansion, abundance, prosperity, and divine flow. Right now, Libra, you are standing between these two frequencies. You can either stay at the edge of the door, wondering, what if, or step through it and claim what is already aligned for you. This is not just symbolic, it's practical. Hesitation rewires your brain to seek safety over growth. You delay the email, the investment, the yes that could shift your entire financial reality. You stall when it comes to launching that idea, taking that course, replying to that message. And while you delay, the universe continues moving. Not as punishment, but as a rhythm. Life doesn't wait forever. It responds to momentum. If you don't move toward it, it will eventually reroute the blessing to someone else who did. I've worked with hundreds of clients over the years who sat right where you are, no on the edge of breakthrough, but frozen in the loop of, what if I'm wrong? And the truth is, you might be. But you might also be breathtakingly right. What if the fear of making the wrong choice has kept you from the very life that's trying to find you? This is why I believe the divine whispers most clearly when we get quiet and choose. Not choose recklessly, but choose from the center of our knowing. In the Word, there's a lesson that lives quietly in the heart of many verses. Faith is not a feeling. It is action. It is stepping forward into what you cannot yet see, but deeply feel. It is moving even when the outcome is not guaranteed. It is saying, yes, I trust, when the rest of the world might tell you to wait. And so I invite you to choose, right now. Not next week. Not when you're sure. Choose who you want to be from this moment forward. Type it below, Libra. Write 888 to declare your alignment with abundance. Or write 111 to affirm that you've chosen yourself, fully, finally. Your words are not just comments, theory, contracts. They anchor your intent in the physical world, and trust me, that changes everything. Because while hesitation may delay your miracle, a single act of clarity can welcome it back. There's a quiet ache that lives in the corners of certain connections, one that never truly leaves, only changes shape. Libra, as we continue unfolding this message, the presence of someone from your past has become undeniably clear in your energy field. This is someone who, at a pivotal moment, chose silence instead of truth. Someone who, when it was time to walk beside you, stepped away instead, pulled by fear, pride, or confusion. They may have believed their exit was noble. They may have told themselves it was for the best. But the truth lingers. They look at you now not directly, but from behind the soft veil of fate, as if watching a life that could have been theirs, unfolding without them. In the language of tarot, the moon card appears here like a whisper. This person is still caught in illusion, fear, and emotional distortion. They cannot see things clearly, not because they don't want to, but because their own wounds keep fogging the mirror. The 5 of Cups confirms this energy, regret, sorrow, and an overwhelming focus on what was lost, rather than what remains. This person hasn't moved on it truly. They may look composed on the outside. They may post smiles, build walls, or chase distractions. But their spirit remembers you. It remembers your laughter, your calm, your depth. And even in moments when you are not consciously in their thoughts, you return like a heartbeat echoing through the spaces they once tried to fill with noise. But here's the truth I need to offer you gently, Libra. You are not defined by the people who walked away from your journey. You are not made less whole by their inability to meet you where you stood, offering all of yourself with honesty. Sometimes, we become so radiant in our healing that others, still living in their own shadows, can't come close. Not because we push them away but because the light exposes what they haven't yet faced. You, Libra, have continued to rise. You've grown through the pain, rebuilt your self-worth, and stepped into a higher version of yourself. And while they remain emotionally frozen, watching you through the distance, you've been moving forward. Still, a question remains: are you carrying them with you, even now? Are there corners of your heart where they still live, unspoken but present? Take a moment to ask yourself this, not with blame or judgment, but with gentle awareness. Are you leaving space in your energy for someone who hasn't shown they're willing to truly show up? Someone who, though they may think of you deeply, has not taken the step to meet you in the now? In emotional healing and personal development, we often speak of emotional residue, the lingering impressions of those who meant much but offered little resolution. When we don't consciously release these attachments, we unintentionally build altars to relationships that only exist in memory. That is not a betrayal of love. It is simply a detour away from the fullness of love waiting to arrive. And so today, Libra, I offer you this gentle reminder: you are the lighthouse, not the ship. You do not have to chase anyone into the fog. The right souls will find their way to your shore, not despite your brightness, but because of it. If your heart still holds space for someone who hasn't walked beside you in a long time, write in the comments, "I release what isn't choosing me." And if you're ready to receive the love that aligns with your growth, your worth, and your now, write, "I open to love that walks beside me." Because you, Libra, deserve love that's not watching from a distance, but walking with you fully, bravely, clearly. Some signs of misalignment don't come through chaos, they come softly, as tiredness that won't go away, as restlessness in the middle of the night, or that quiet ache behind your eyes that even sleep doesn't fix. Libra, if you felt unusually drained, irritable, scattered, or emotionally unanchored lately, it's not just life being a lot. It's your energy asking to be reclaimed. When you are in the middle of spiritual transformation as you are now, your physical body becomes the last place energy moves. You may have already released mental and emotional patterns that no longer serve you, but if your body hasn't caught up, you'll still feel stuck. That's because energy doesn't just live in the heart or mind, it stores itself in the tissues, in the breath, in the way we hold our shoulders or clench our jaw. And for you, Libra, whose sign is ruled by Venus, the planet of harmony and beauty, any disruption in internal flow can feel deeply unsettling. Your third chakra, the solar plexus, governs not only your ability to make decisions and take action, but also your digestion of both food and life. When this chakra is sluggish, so is your vitality. So what can you do to support it? Start simple. Each morning, drink a glass of warm water with lemon. Not just because it's good for your system, but because it symbolizes a gentle awakening. Let it be a signal to your energy body, "I'm ready to move forward." And then, pause. Take 3 slow, mindful breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let your exhale be longer than your inhale. This calms the nervous system, anchors the spirit, and tells your body it is safe to release what it no longer needs to carry. These micro-rituals may seem small, but over time, they rewire the way you experience your body and your choices. Step outside, even just for 10 or 15 minutes each day. Let sunlight, not screens, touch your skin. Let your feet feel the ground. This resets your circadian rhythm and begins the process of grounding, essential for Libra, who tends to live heavily in the realm of ideas and emotion. And while we're here, let's talk food, not in a prescriptive, restrictive way, but in a way that honors your temple. Limit processed sugars, which spike your energy only to crash it. Support your brain and nervous system with more omega-3s found in flax, chia, walnuts, salmon. Feed your cells with dark greens, kale, spinach, broccoli, which fuel your intuition as much as your body. When you eat with intention, you're not just nourishing your health, you're declaring, "My well-being matters." Colors can also be a daily form of therapy. Navy blue, for instance, can help calm and stabilize your energy when emotions feel like they're spinning. It reminds your system to stay anchored, safe, and still. Yellow, on the other hand, lights up your confidence, clarity, and abundance codes. Wear it when you're stepping into new decisions or needing an extra push toward your goals. In all of this, remember, your body is not a burden to carry through your awakening. It is the sacred vessel that allows you to fulfill the very purpose you've been called into. As it is written in so many teachings of faith, the body is a temple not of perfection, but of peace. And when peace begins in the body, it ripples outward into your finances, your relationships, your decisions, and your destiny. So start small. Drink the water. Breathe with intention. Step into the sun. Let food become your prayer. Let color become your shield. Your energy is sacred, Libra. And you are the guardian of it. Sometimes, the turning point in life isn't a loud announcement or dramatic twist. It's the quiet moment when you whisper, yes, to yourself and mean it. Libra, in this chapter of your journey, the universe is not asking you for perfection. It's asking for clarity. Because freedom, that kind that actually transforms lives, isn't found in unlimited options. It's born the moment you dare to choose. To choose yourself. To choose the life that matches the magnitude of your soul. To choose once, with conviction, even if your voice trembles. When you commit to that choice, your frequency shifts instantly. That's not poetry, it's physics. In the world of energy, what you broadcast becomes what you attract. This is the foundation of the law of attraction. When you stop orbiting your own desire and start anchoring into it, the energy grid around you begins to respond. People show up. Doors crack open. Resources flow. Not because they weren't there before, but because now, you're finally aligned with receiving them. This moment for you, astrologically, is one of divine setup. Venus, your ruling planet, is linking with Jupiter, the planet of expansion and abundance. This cosmic duo is supporting your financial window, your self-worth upgrade, your relationship with prosperity and stability. But energy alone doesn't do the work. It offers the invitation. You must be the one to walk through the door. Faith, in both spiritual and practical sense, is never passive. It's not simply believing that good things will come, it's preparing your space like they're already on their way. It's acting like someone who trusts that the harvest is already planted, even if the soil still looks empty. This kind of faith is what allows miracles to meet you in motion. It's the kind of faith that says, I may not see the staircase, but I will still take the first step. One of my favorite metaphors when speaking with clients is this: when you take a single conscious step in the direction of your destiny, heaven and earth shift a mile toward you. Not out of obligation but because alignment creates acceleration. The world around you responds differently when you start showing up as someone who has already said yes to themselves. So Libra, today's question is simple, but powerful. Have you chosen yourself with full honesty? Or are you still waiting for a sign that it's safe to do so? What if this message was that sign? There are blessings with your name on them that have been circling your field, waiting for you to say, I am ready. And readiness isn't a feeling. It's a decision. It's writing the book even if no one's asked for it yet. It's showing up to the meeting even if you're still nervous. It's applying for the opportunity even if part of you doubts your worth. That's what co-creating with the universe looks like. In all the teachings I've come across, from self-help to scripture to astrology, the one truth that remains consistent is this: you must choose. You must make space for what you want by no longer entertaining what keeps you small. You must believe not just in the possibility of abundance, but in your readiness to receive it. So, Libra, take the step. Write your affirmation. Speak your future into the now. You don't need to know how the next 5 chapters unfold. You just need to choose this page fully. Because once you do, the path reveals itself with every step forward you dare to take. And the universe will not delay in rewarding a soul brave enough to move. Libra, by now you may realize that this message didn't find you by accident. It came as a gentle knock on your spirit, a mirror held to your inner knowing, and a soft but firm reminder that the next chapter of your life begins with one thing: choice. Not a perfect plan, not total certainty, just the decision to finally stand with yourself. To choose your expansion, your joy, your wealth, your light. The universe doesn't require that you have it all figured out. It only asks, are you ready to say yes? Because while others may hesitate, freeze, or stay trapped in indecision, you've come too far to circle the same questions. You are standing at a threshold now, where one path leads toward clarity, abundance, and truth, and the other pulls you backward into doubt, comfort zones, and borrowed fears. Only one of those roads has your name on it. And so I gently ask, which one will you choose, Libra? Let this moment be more than just reflection. Let it be an energetic declaration. You don't need to know the entire roadmap, just where you are going next. Comment below, I choose abundance. I choose myself. When you do, you not only speak truth into the universe, you invite it to respond in kind. And it always does. You don't need to wait for more signs. You are the sign. Your clarity is the gate. Your faith is the key. And the moment you choose from the soul, life begins to rearrange itself around your decision. You won't always see the shift instantly, but trust me, the momentum begins the moment your will aligns with your worth. I want to thank you from the deepest place in my heart for being here, for staying through this reading, for opening yourself to these truths, even when they felt tender or challenging. Every like, every share, every comment, every new subscriber brings more light to this space. You're not just supporting Zodiac Whisper Tarot, you're helping co-create a sacred circle of awakening, hope, and healing for all who pass through here. And that matters more than you know. So if this message stirred something in you, if you felt seen, heard, or remembered, give this video a like. Subscribe if you haven't already, and share it with someone who might be standing at their own crossroads today. It's often in the quietest choices that the biggest miracles begin. And before you go, take a breath and let this land deep within. You are the miracle you've been waiting for. The shift doesn't happen outside of you, it begins inside the moment you decide to rise. No more waiting, no more wondering. The universe is ready. The door is open. All that's left is for you to walk through it.